Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. We're back on North Frisian March, and I'm back from vacation, and we had a good time. I need a vacation from my vacation, though. I used to hear that when I was younger. People would come back and say, yeah, I need a vacation from my vacation. I thought, well, you just came back. I know how they feel, because when you take a vacation, you end up doing things you probably wouldn't do when you're at home, and you go. And so the thing to do, rest your mind, get it in a new location, have some fun. Doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get tired. Plus, I had an 8-hour drive home. So I can now say, hey, I need a vacation from my vacation. But let's get back to farming here. And let's see here. Do I have a course for this? This is field 1. I should have a corn course set up. There it is. Corn harvest 1. We're going to use that. And let's see if we can just kind of take over from where we're at and see what happens here. I have no idea what's going to do. I can take a look at my little eye here and see if it's going to take off from here. Looks like it will. I don't know how good a job it's going to do, but we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, so vacation, we had a lot of fun. Although I wasn't near any kind of news, radio, or TV, which I don't watch a lot of news anyway. I don't believe half of it. But I did hear that Canada was on fire, and even down in Oregon, in central Oregon, we were getting some effects from the fire in Canada. It was kind of what I thought was overcast. My wife says, I don't think that's overcast. And that's when we found out, we thought, oh, maybe there's a local fire someplace. Well, there was, but it wasn't actually that local. It's way up in, well, not way up, but it was up in British Columbia. And it's pretty nasty fires up there, I guess. Let me turn my little eye off. So I got back. I'm making this video. I tried to make it last night when I got home. I got home about 6:30 in the evening, early evening, and I decided, well, I don't have anything up for this week, so I better make a video. Well, I started to. Did not realize that the recording software was not running. And I did an hour's worth of farming and got absolutely nothing for it. And I was so tired, which is probably how it happened in the first place. And I just said, heck with it, I'll go to bed. I'll make something. Tomorrow I'll do a live stream. And then I'll record some videos. Well, about an hour ago, I tried to do a live stream. And the internet is so bad that nobody could watch it. I had a few people on coming and going, and the internet was so bad. Everybody was having trouble with the live stream, including myself. I had a second computer running, and it was kind of monitoring it over there, and it was doing nothing but buffering. Well, it looks like this is going to work, so I'm going to let it go. Kind of. We'll see. I'll come back to that. So some of the stuff that I'm in the middle of right here, I'd already started. And so I'm just going to continue on. Like I said, I worked for about an hour. I didn't do a whole lot. I was running around doing different things. Let's see, field number 9. That's how I know that I have a course set for corn in field number 9, which I don't own, by the way. This is a leased farm. I leased this field right here so that I could get some more sunflower seeds. And you didn't get to see that, but it's almost done. So we'll continue on with this. As I said, I know that I have a corn field 9 made here. And we'll go on with that. Although I know I'm not doing corn, but corn, we're using a corn header to do it, so it doesn't matter whether I say it's corn or sunflower seeds or enchiladas. It's going to do it right, I hope. Drive the course, see what we got here. Who's working today, by the way? We got Scorpion on that one. We got Gino on this one. And let's get some trucks going here, which I already kind of had going. This is field number 1. Okay. Let's get him going. And then this is field number 9. And I don't know. I thought I made a course. Field number 9. I did. It's right there. So let's do this. And we'll get those guys going. We got Dar Smith on the cat. And we've got Scorpion on the... whatever this is. What is this? I don't know what kind of truck this is, but he's running it. He's running with it. See if he can do it. So in the meantime, I was working on moving some things to the warehouse. Oh, wait a minute. What field is this? Field 2? I think this is field 2. Let me finish field 2 out. Get this thing lowered. I'll just do it by hand. So anyway, to say I was disappointed is an understatement. I was so upset. I guess it's kind of tough. People that watch my videos and listen to my live streams, what you don't realize is I'm kind of introverted a little bit. Not really. I don't mind, doing things socially, but I'm not really socially geared. I'm not geared to being social. Now, in my career, I've had to speak in front of hundreds of people quite often, and was able to do so. And it didn't bother me. I was actually pretty good at it. But it's not in my personality to do that. I'm kind of, if I'm at a party, I'm usually the one in the corner just watching everybody. Until people start coming and talking to me, and then I get in the swing of things, next thing you know, I could actually become the life of the party. But it's not my nature to start out there. So to say that I have to kind of work myself up to do a live stream is true. I kind of do. I kind of have to make up my mind, you know what, I'm going to do a live stream, and I get my equipment ready, I get everything ready, and I get real paranoid over that. So I'm sitting there a half hour before it starts, just ticking off, did I do that? Did I do this? Is that ready? Is this ready to go? Am I going to be ready? And I'm working myself up to do a live stream. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are comfortable with that kind of thing. And like I say, I can be. I have to work into it. And once I get into swinging things, then I'm okay. But, so there I was, sitting there waiting for this live stream. And then YouTube, Twitch, it had to be the internet. Because everybody had a problem. They could not see me do anything. Everybody was just buffering left and right. It was terrible. It's the worst I've ever seen live streaming. At least for me. And I have to admit that I won't stay and watch a live stream that I can't watch. It's frustrating. So I don't blame anybody. I ended up just stopping the live stream and saying, hey, I'll try another time. We'll get there. I feel really bad about it. I got a triaxle slipping somewhere, so let me go find that. Can't remember what I had a triaxle doing. Oh, I got a couple of lone... What? I didn't think I had one running. Really? Oh, this is a triaxle. I was thinking it was that tractor. That Fendt tractor. Alright, well that makes sense. You can't climb that hill. What are you trying to do anyway? Now, is the combine done though? If the combine's done, there's no need to do that. There it is, over in this corner yonder. Now this was my leased field, I think. Field 9, yeah, it's leased. So I'm going to turn it back in right away because I don't want to have to lease it again. Alrighty. So we went up to Central Oregon. There's very hot weather there this time of year. We had several days over 100. Most of the other ones are at least up in the 90s. So it was very warm. But we had a good time. It's right on the Deschutes River. Beautiful country. I love the smell of juniper. You get a lot of juniper trees up there. All right, let's shut this thing. And let's get that out of there. Before I forget, let me go in and unleash the field. That was field number 9. We're going to send it back. Cancel the lease on it. And head back home. So, a lot of swimming. Kids did a lot of swimming, as they're wont to do. Actually, I did too. I got a little bit of a burn, but my burn, I don't burn much. I tan pretty easy. I'll burn a little bit, and everybody will say, "Oh my God, you're burned." I don't feel it. It doesn't hurt. And a couple days later, it's tan. I strike that up to my mom. I've got Spanish blood in me, and I tan pretty easy. I saw a lot of farm country driving to and from the condo area. I saw a lot of these. Only they weren't brown, they were yellow. I saw, talk about baling hay. I saw a hay baler was huge. The thing was just huge. And they were baling, there were a couple of them actually, sitting in a field. They just finished the field up, and there was this huge stack of straw bales. They were harvesting their wheat or whatever it was they were harvesting, and there were several stacks of straw bales in the middle of the field. Big ones. You couldn't lift them. A human could not lift them. Those things had to weigh 300-400 pounds. They were so big. But these balers, I've never seen a baler so tall. I think standing next to it, the thing would be 10 foot tall. It's huge. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not by much. Right now, I've got to figure out about these bales here. I've got this guy, but I don't know what to do with these bales, so I think I'm going to just kind of dump them and go pick up that other bale. Or I could use my flatbed to pick it up. I could do that. Let me get the flatbed. This guy. What I was doing was I was picking up all the products here and taking them to the warehouse, because I kind of filled that thing up with milk. This place, I filled this thing up with milk, and I'm making yogurt and ice cream and all kinds of junk here. And I want to take it to the warehouse and start stacking the warehouse up with products of all different kinds. I've got somebody that's been asking me about the animals, making sausage and stuff, and steaks and stuff, and I haven't done that yet. Oh gosh, I got flour to pick up. I haven't done that yet, so I don't know how that works. And he was asking me about taking the sheep in. Well, I didn't know you could do that, but I haven't used this mod before that makes the sausage and the meat. I've not used that before. I know I've played a couple of maps that have had it on it, but I have never used it. So, Challenger is on sale. I don't think I need one right at the moment. So anyway, I got to check that out and see what that's all about. I didn't know you could do sheep. So, and I think the dairy products are in the center here. Let me run over and see if I can get rid of some of this stuff. Right here. I got some stuff over here. What is that? This is your quark, which I think is some kind of yogurt, I think. And then over here we've got yogurt. No, that's yogurt. So I don't know what quark is, but we've got other stuff on this thing. We've got yogurt. We've got Schlageshan. I don't know what that is. And butter. We got butter. What do we have over here? I've already loaded some stuff in here, it looks like. Okay, that's milk of some kind. Condensed milk? I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is butter of some kind. Let's just dump this and see what we got. Let me in. Alright, pull up the HUD. We got unload. Did it get it? Didn't get it all. That stuff doesn't go here, whatever that is. So it must go on the other side. So let's run to the other side. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Don't cry over spilled milk. Come on, don't do it. No crying over spilled milk. Alright, let's see. We can pick this stuff up. I didn't lock it down, did I? Obviously. Alright, it's a little late, but I'm going to put the straps up. And let's run in here. See if this stuff goes in here. Okay, take the straps off. And see if we can unload it. And it must have went over there. All right, let's go back and get some more. I got to get that flour. I haven't done anything with the flour yet. So I was pretty excited to get home, and I'll tell you why. About a month ago, or longer, I hauled one of my old computers that was having a little bit of trouble. And I got to looking at it. It's old enough that the technology in it is such that I don't know if I want to put a bunch of money into it to get it running again. It wouldn't take too much, but the technology's kind of old in it. But it had a hard drive in it that had all the family pictures on it. And I've been meaning to do something about that for years. About taking all your family pictures and doing something with them. I'm mentioning this now because there may be some of you out there that have been putting off a job like this, as well as me. So I told my wife, I said, you know, I need to do something with family pictures because they're all on one hard drive, and it's an old computer, and hard drives go out. And you'd think at my age that I'd have done something by now, but I'm lazy. So what I did was I bought a great big thumb drive. And what I mean by that is not big physically. It's about 128 gig thumb drive. I actually bought a couple of them. And I already had about 5 or 6. So I told Carol I was going to take all the family pictures and put them on this thumb drive. And then I would transfer them over to a couple other drives that I've got. And then also up in the cloud. I've got Amazon, and I can put my pictures up there. And I've got a couple other places I can do it. So that I've got them in many different places. And then what I would do would take one of the thumb drives and actually put it in a safe deposit box. Because I got quite a few years of family photos. And not just my immediate family. You know, my dad, my uncles, my aunts, you know, everybody. I got a lot of pictures. So, long story short, I bought the thumb drives and I went about my business. About 2 weeks before vacation, I told Carol, I said, you know what? I need to get that done. So I grabbed that hard drive that I was talking about that had all the photos on it, and it went belly up. I couldn't get it to load. It would not load anything. I couldn't access it to save my soul. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've lost all those family pictures. So I looked around to see if they were anywhere else, that kind of thing. And we went on vacation. Let me put the straps on this thing. So we get back from vacation, I'm thinking for the last 2 weeks that I've just, screwed the pooch. I've lost everything. What am I going to do? I can start calling relatives and see if they've got copies, because we take pictures of the kids over the years. We gave everybody copies of the pictures, and we've only had digital cameras for a certain length of time. So a lot of the pictures we have, I still have in albums. So I can still get some of them back, but there's a lot. I've had digital cameras for a number of years now. So I've got a lot of pictures that were digital and nowhere else. I got home, told my wife I was going to put my clothes away from vacation, so I gathered them up. Got to my sock drawer, and I had several pairs of socks that were just loose in there, and I thought, well, it's no good. I need to match my socks up. So I started working on matching the socks up, and out fell a thumb drive. And I thought, what the hell is this? Why is there a thumb drive in my sock drawer? And I stuck it in the computer, and guess what it was? It was all those family pictures. I had done it and forgotten that I had done it. And I must have taken that, because I told you I had a number of thumb drives. I must have taken that one and put it in the sock drawer to put it, someplace where the rest of them aren't. Oh, man, I was so glad. So long story short again, if you've got family photos, you need to do something with them. Don't put yourself in my situation where I thought I was just lost. I thought I'd lost everything. So I'm a happy camper now. I got my kids back. Man, I still have my kids, but they don't look like that anymore. Okay, let me do that and do that. And it didn't work. Do that and that. There we go. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, that must go on the other side. That must be, and I'm going to lose it. Let me put the straps on. And then I'll go get that flour. I'm not sure if you can store flour. I'll have to look for it. Oh, it automatically took what I had there. Alright, so let me get off this. I need to find out about the flour. Let's run Rudolph, and see what we've got here. Let me turn this thing down so it's not running.
Find out about screen added to your shopping list.
What? Alexa heard me talking. I didn't say your name, Alexa. Well,
sorry, I don't know that one.
Well, I just did. Anyway, let's see. We've got... Does any of this stuff look like flour? That's bread there. That might be. I don't know. This is some kind of fruit. That's apples, I think. And then, what do we have over here? Milk, butter. Got all kinds of stuff over here. Well, you know what? I don't know. These are pallets and stuff over here. Oh, I've got paper out. Maybe you don't have a place to store your flour. So, what I'm going to do is find out what you do with the flour. And I think there is some kind of factory around here that you do something with flour. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't think it would be this way. No, that's pallet stuff. I don't know where it's at. Let's take a look down this way. Okay, there's the flour mill. Here it is. This is the bakery. Alright, let me go back and get my truck. Where's my truck? I lost my truck. What did I do with it? There it is. See the tail end of it. Alright. Wish there wasn't a gate around this. I get stuck in here all the time. Did I say gate? I meant a fence. I wish there wasn't a fence around here. I wish there were more gates. More or less. me see if I've got some room to get in here. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? I could back next to each one of them, or I could just take them by driving across there. Let me see. Let's put this on pickup. It probably already was. And we're just going to start grabbing from the end here. They're all kind of moving forward, I think. Slow but sure. So let's try this again. Through here. See if we can fill up the end here. There we go. Okay, I think I just put the straps on. I hope I did. I think I can see them in between the bales there. I'm assuming these are bales, bags of flour maybe. And we don't have far to go. The bakery's right here. So my son and I went to see, I enjoy talking about movies because I enjoy watching movies. One of my favorite series of books, now I've read a lot of Stephen King. I can't say he's my biggest, I'm his biggest fan, but I've enjoyed his work. Some of it is kind of way out there or that kind of thing. What am I doing? Where did I drop this stuff? I gotta figure out what to do here. I went to see The Gunslinger, The Dark Tower it's called. I keep saying The Gunslinger because I've read all the books. And the first book is called The Gunslinger in the series. And it was one of my favorite series of books. And so we've been waiting for years to have a book made of this, a movie made of this series. And so when they started making one, I started reading a little bit about it. And I don't know if it makes any difference what kind of flour's set in here. I don't know. If I got water, I've got water, and I don't have any pallets. I think that's it. Or no, maybe that's where the flour goes. So anyway, we went to see this night. I've been doing a lot of reading about the movie. And from what I've read, the movie's supposed to be based on the books, but that doesn't mean anything. And I'll tell you why. A lot of times, something's based on a book or some real life story, and then you find out that the only thing in it that was based on the book, literally, was the house that the thing was filmed in or something. So the story has nothing to do with what the book was about. I always think of that movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, with George Clooney, that supposedly was based on the Odyssey. I've read the Odyssey. If somebody hadn't have told me that movie was based on it, I'd have never known. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. So I tend to, in what I was reading about the movie, it seemed to me like it wasn't based very much on the books. And as it turns out, so I didn't go into it thinking that, oh my God, this is going to be the movie I've always wanted made of the Dark Towers. And it wasn't. There were 3 things in the movie that were based on the books, in my opinion. That was the 3 main characters. They had a guy named Roland Deschain. They had a guy named the Man in Black, Walter. And then they had Jake Chambers, the kid. That was the only thing, in my opinion, that had anything to do with the books. Now, there's 2 people who went to see the movie. Those that had read the books and were sorely disappointed. And those that had no idea what the book was about and actually thought that the movie was okay. Now, since I went into it thinking that it wasn't going to be, and I told my son, I said, this is going to be a movie that is a different reality from the book. So it's not going to be anything like the book. So don't just look at it as just a regular movie that you might enjoy. And I did. It was enjoyable, but I was disappointed, obviously, because it really wasn't well done. The dialogue was kind of weird, and that kind of thing. Let me see. What do I need to do to get rid of this? Unload center. Unload. What happened? Did it unload some of it? It did, but all right. Let's pick it back up and back up a little bit. See if we can unload it again. And we did. Cool. Anyway, so it wasn't what I was hoping for in the movies. Now, I tell you what really, really disappointed me. The very thing that disappointed me, the very, very most. I knew it wasn't going to be based on the books that I read and loved. I knew that. So I wasn't going in with high expectations of, oh my God, this is the movie I've been waiting for. What really, really disappointed me was when we got out of the movie and I can hear people talking that liked the movie, and I said, really, have you read the books? No, but I kind of want to now. And I said, oh my God, that's so sad, because the movie had nothing to do with the books. They're going to be now disappointed in the books if they're going to read the books because of what the movie was about, because the movie wasn't about the books at all. Anyway, if you're a Stephen King fan and you've read the books, and you're excited about going to the movies, just go to it like I did and just watch it as just like it's another movie. I was excited to see, because I saw previews and they showed Roland doing his gunslinger thing, and oh my God, that was amazing. I was impressed with that. They did that part right. Man, that guy could use a gun. And I like the characters. I mean, I like the actors. So that was good. But anyway, there you go. I'm no movie critic. I just know what I like. And fortunately for me, I'm usually pretty easily entertained, so I didn't get too shook up about it. A little disappointed that it wasn't what I would have wanted. Now, what's that bag sitting over there? Did you see that? There's a bag just sitting over there. What? What's that sitting there for? Can't pick it up. That's weird. Did it just fall out that window? Alright, let me see if I can get over there and get that last little... Oh, well, it's going to still be coming. Never mind. I'm going to lock this thing up and get out of here. I don't know if there's enough room for all of this, but I'm going to try. Alright, let's see if we can dump this stuff. Let me take the straps down. Change this, do that. By golly, it took it. Cool beans. Alright, and it's making something over there. I think that must be bread, since this is a bakery. I don't know what kind of bread it is that it took all three of the... oh my goodness. Looks like gold bricks. What is that? What is that? Looks like bars of copper or something. I thought I was supposed to be making bread. Uh-oh, I fell off. I fell off the dock. There must be different kinds of bread. Huh, cool. Alright, well, let it go. Let's get out of here. Let's motate. Heading out. Get back to the farm. I gotta do some more tree cutting. I need to plant some trees too. I've pretty much harvested a bunch of trees out of there, and I need to replant them. We'll get there. Wee-haw. Now I gotta figure out what to do with that straw. I got a lot of stuff to do. Typical day on the farm. Let's pick up these 2 bales. That's what I went over to get the truck for. And, well, come back. I have it set on pallets. It's not going to work. Let me set it to bales. Work position. Pallets. Let's do square bales. Well, they're not square. Round bales. Well, I don't know why they call them square bales. Because they're not square. They're rectangular. Very rectangular. Okay. Knock them on there. Figure out what to do with them. I'm going to take them and dump them over there with the rest of the bales until I figure out what to do with the bales. I shouldn't have done the bales, but I wanted to find out how that piece of equipment worked. And I was anxious to use that piece of equipment just for something different to do. And I may keep using it. I got plenty of straw to do stuff with. Let me dump this stuff right now. Let's see. We're going to do that and that and that and that. And let's run out and get the rest of this equipment in. We don't own this field anymore, so we need to get off of it before somebody calls the farm police on us. Whee! Now that there's the rude man way. I had to laugh during the vacation. My son went with me, and he's in college. He went with me. He goes with me every year. He's the only one of the 3 kids that goes on vacation with us anymore. The others are too busy. They're with their thing, and they don't get a lot of vacation, so they do things that they want to do on vacation, and that isn't sitting with the old folks. So that's fine. But anyway, the 9-year-old and the 8-year-old, they had a lot of fun. A lot of swimming going on. That's what it's all about. Anyway, my son, like I said, he's in college, and so at one point, I take my consoles with me on vacation. It's the only time I get a chance to really play on consoles. So I've got tons and tons of console games that I never get to play until I go on vacation. So I usually do game marathons. I think the year before last I did a Metal Gear marathon where I played nothing but Metal Gear games. Well, that's what Jeff decided he was going to do in college, was go through as many of the Metal Gear games as he could. And it was funny because at one point I came down and all the kids were sitting there watching, of all things, YouTube and my videos. And my son says, "Oh, I've been watching your videos." They don't watch them, they occasionally. But he said, "I haven't watched your videos in so long." He says, "I'm glad to see you're still doing things the Rude Man way." And so there's a lot of people who don't understand what the Rude Man way is. So like I tried to explain to him, I said, the Rude Man way is, I play games, I'm not very good at them, but I have fun. And I think other people, would have fun, watching me. I like to share what I have fun doing. So I make videos and I want to share them with people because I'm having fun. And I want them to have fun and share the games with me and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not very good at them. And so people will say, I'll tell people, I said, I'm not very good at the games. I may not be the best at this. I may not always do it the way that it's intended to be done. I may not be able to do it as well as you can do it, but I do it the Rude Man way. And, you know, the rude man way is to run out and get killed and cry and scream and wreck your tractors and that kind of stuff. And the main thing about me doing my videos is, and I'll say this in some of the videos like Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect and shoot 'em up games, which I'm really not very good at. But I'll tell people, I said, look at me. I go out there, I get killed, I get up and I do it again until I figure out how to carry on with the game. And the bottom line is, this is the rude man way. And the bottom line is, if I can do it and have fun, then you can do it. Anybody can do it. So that's kind of like, you know, I watch some of these videos and I think I can't do what they're doing. I can't do it as well as they're doing it. Let's put it that way. But I can certainly have fun at it. And that's what it's all about, in my opinion. Let's see, I'm going to do I don't think I need to plow. Let me see. What needs plowing? Okay, I'm on 19. Does not need plowing. 1 doesn't need. 20 needs plowing. So I'm going to have to do 20. But I don't have to do 19. So I'm going to do a cultivation here. Right, so let's do that. I'm going to generate a course. We're going to do field 9. 19.5 meters. We're starting in the southwest. Going to be heading north. I'm going to activate a couple of these at least. I'm going to do 3. This is a big field. I'm going to do 3. And I'm going to save that as cultivate field 9. And I don't think I have that already. I should have checked, but I don't think I do. Cultivate, I don't. Well, I shouldn't say that. I might down here. Oh, crumadaddle-doo. Did I have it already? No, but I have it now. Alright, let's put this up in that cultivation folder. And let's carry on like we know what we're doing. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Where's my course? Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? Cultivate field 9. It's got it starting right here. See? In the southwest. It's starting right here. But where's my... I don't see it. That's strange. Let me get rid of this. Do that. Alright, cultivate field 9. That's very odd. I don't know where the starting point is. It's not showing up. Here, I can run faster than this thing can drive. Let me put it on fast. Where's my start and stop? Oh, it's field 19. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, pfft. See what I mean? That's the rude man way. Okay, anybody else would cut that part out so you didn't see them making a fool of themselves. But it's a rude man way to do that. So I'm looking for field 19, and I just did field 9, which is not right. So let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. And then we're going to do it again, I guess. Okay. Oh, man. I feel silly now. Not really. I make mistakes like that all the time. You just get up, do it again. Stuff happens. Get over it. I've always been that way. Don't sweat the small stuff. Just get it done. Alright, so we're going to go to field 19 this time. That'll make a difference. Southwest, again, heading north. Deactivated 3 of those. Do that. Save it. Cultivate field 19. That ought to work better. And sure enough, there's the starting point. Told you we'd get there eventually. Alright, let's lower this thing and get to work. Okay, folks, with that, I'm going to call it an episode. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the farm the next episode. Hopefully, the internet will straighten itself out, and I'll be able to do a live stream. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next episode. Happy farming.